This episode of the This is Reportage podcast is sponsored by Eneloop Pro batteries by Panasonic. If you're anything like me, you would have used a fair few batteries in your life. It's so important that our flashes fire exactly when we want them to and recycle super fast. Nothing more frustrating than seeing the bride hoisted up on the groom's shoulders on the dance floor, both belting out the chorus to Mr. Brightside and us missing the shot because our flash didn't recycle in time. That's where Eneloop Pro batteries come in. Panasonic's top-of-the-range rechargeables are the only batteries I use now and for quite a while. I'm not alone either. I know loads of my photographer friends and colleagues only use Eneloop Pros too. With their high capacity, they're perfect for my flashes, and the only reason I miss the shot now is down to my own ineptitude, not because the flash didn't fire. It's good to know I'm playing a small part in helping the environment by using rechargeables as well. And another bonus of Eneloop Pros is that they have such a low self-discharge. If you store them fully charged, they still retain 85% of their charge after a year. Perfect for those times where, for whatever reason, you may not have been shooting much in a while. Thanks to Panasonic for sponsoring this episode. Head to thisisreportage.com to see a link through to the Eneloop Pro product page for more information. Hi and welcome to episode 73 of the This is Reportage podcast. My name is Alan Law, I'm the founder of This Reportage and This Reportage family, and I'm a photographer too. Excited to welcome the fab Patrick Lombaert on the podcast today. Patrick is one of the very best documentary wedding photographers in France and was our second-ranked French photographer for 2020 with 8 Reportage Awards and a Story Award. Not only is he a great photographer, but he has also very selflessly passed on his knowledge and helped out over 80 of his colleagues with over 170 hours of free online Skype Zoom conversations too. Something which I find truly remarkable, and we talk about that on the episode today, along with many other things, including why the good photographer is not the invisible one, the in-between moments, his own reasons for entering awards, shooting during COVID times, how he became a photographer, the story behind one of his specific Reportage Awards, tips for if you're feeling a bit unhappy or stagnated with your work, and much more too. By the way, this interview took place on 26th of March 2021, so if we speak about anything time or date related that maybe isn't relevant right now, things change so quickly during these COVID times, you know why there's that discrepancy. Right, over to Patrick. Hey Patrick.
Hi, Alan.
Hey man, how's things? How's things with you?
Very fine here. Thank you so much to add me on your podcast. It's an honor.
No, thank you for coming on. It's an honor for me to talk to you. It's awesome. How are you? Because you're in Brittany, are you in France?
Yeah, Brittany in the far west of France, huh?
Right.
And everything is fine here. It's a calm period, with our friend COVID, but everything is fine.
That's good. Good to hear. We were chatting just a little bit before starting, and you look happy. You sound happy. How was 2020 for you though? What was it like?
It was so special because most of my colleagues in France here had a very tough year. I know so much photographers who have just one or two wedding in France, and I have so much. I was so lucky because I have 12 complete weddings with dance floor.
Wow.
So it's good for me, and for little weddings.
Okay, wow, that is a lot more than a lot of people. There's the 12 full weddings. Were they all right at the beginning of the year before Corona, or
after the Corona? So it's because here in France, we had a period from July to mid-October, where the weddings were authorized.
Oh right. Wow.
So some photographers have jobs.
Wow, that is good. That's great news. And so those were full normal weddings, what with social distancing still, or without, or?
Yes, with the social distancing, but after the ceremony, during the cocktail, all this social distancing were were forgotten. But
I can imagine. Yeah.
that's why weddings are very are clusters. I don't know if the word is the same here in England, but in France we call that a cluster situation where COVID is very dangerous
Yes.
to develop.
I think a similar word here. Yeah, we could definitely use that word. It's true, isn't it? And but you were lucky, I guess, with the weddings you captured. People didn't become ill straight after them or anything.
No, it's very strange because there was no COVID case in all these 12 weddings. So
wow, that's great. That's really good, man. I'm really happy that you were able to shoot so many. That's fantastic. Yeah, I only shot 2 weddings the whole year, and only one.
Yeah.
Only one was a full wedding. The other one was it's a small COVID wedding. Mad.
In England, everything was locked for weddings.
Yeah, they really were. And then I can't remember the exact kind of times or dates when at some point we were allowed like 15 guests or 30 guests at some point, but never
in France too, there was a limitation about 30 guests,
right?
But French people are a little bit how can I say that they like to not
follow the rules or
follow the rules. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's cool. I like the rebellious side of
riots wedding.
Oh, that's cool. No, I'm really happy that you were able to shoot so much. And I wanted to say, personally, a big congrats on coming second in France on this reportage in 2020, which is awesome, man. You won 8 Reportage Awards and a Story Award, which is an incredible achievement. How did that feel, finding that out? Was that fun to hear?
Yeah, I was really happy because I started a contest I think 3 years ago now, and this is reportage. I think it's a contest. I love I prefer. I think because
that's cool.
each round, each collection of results. I think there is no image, no picture that I want to. How I can tell that?
That maybe you wouldn't have chosen as a winner,
No, when I see each image of each collection, I tell me, wow. I would love to shoot that picture.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel that way as well. And because I've not paid you to say that. I did not pay Patrick.
But in other contests, I don't have this kind of wow. So
that's cool.
image. I love that one.
Oh, thank you, and it's cool, and man, you've done so brilliantly, Ian. Your work is just so good. And I wanted to that leads me on. I wanted to talk about one of your specific Reportage Awards that I particularly love. Is the one of just the couple in the ceremony room with the 2 registrars, I think, and with all the empty chairs in the foreground. Do you know the one I mean?
Yeah. The couple. There is just the couple, no, in the ceremony room. Yeah.
Yeah,
and the ceremony room empty.
Yeah, it's so great how you've stepped back and captured that with all those empty chairs. It's a real, powerful capture of these kind of COVID times. Can you tell us more about that shot? How you took it, what you were thinking?
Yeah, it's a little bit funny because there were guests in this wedding, but the couple entered in the ceremony room before the guests.
Okay.
But it's so weird because in France, the couple enters after the guests. So in this wedding, I don't know why they entered first,
Okay.
and there was this image, yeah, I captured that frame.
I just think it's really cool how you captured that, because it just really shows, even though some guests maybe did arrive like afterwards, it just shows that kind of bittersweet sadness of these COVID marriages, which are obviously happy events in that these people are getting married, but it's sad not to have these usual big happy
Yeah.
parties. And
Yeah.
and you captured that. That is, it's beautiful, though, as well. It's an awesome image. It's really
Thank you.
cool.
Thank you.
Very cool. And if anyone is listening now whilst walking the dog or doing the dishes, do head to thisreportage.com, where I'll include that specific Reportage Award that Patrick just spoke about. So, Patrick, let's go back a bit. Let's go back a bit in time.
Okay.
What's your photography journey? How did you become a photographer?
Oh, it's a long story, Alan. I don't know if it's very interesting, but
I'm sure it is. We've got time as well. It's all good. It's good.
my father is an engineer, so I had to be an engineer first.
Okay.
So I studied engineering. I had engineering studied,
Oh, cool.
but I didn't want to be an engineer. So I said, fuck off. I don't want to be an engineer. I will do another thing. And when I was young, I loved the politics,
Okay. Yeah.
And so I started to do law studies.
Oh, cool.
And
I've got a
then
good name for that. Good surname for that.
and then who offered me a camera? I don't remember, but I had a camera, and I loved the medium because I love to draw. To draw
Oh, cool.
with a pen, but I'm not creative. So if you tell me, oh, can you draw me a dog? It's impossible for me. But I can copy very well a draw. To copy it's very easy for me.
Okay.
But I'm not creative with a pen. So when I had a camera, the medium was so perfect for me because you don't have to create anything with photo. Things happen in front of you. You just have to find the good angle and the good moment, but you don't have to create anything. So photography was perfect for me. And
that's cool. Yeah.
And I started with photography with this feeling. And my wife, 20 years ago, said me, okay, if you like photo, do photography.
Oh, that's cool. She was supportive. That's cool.
And so I became a photographer 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
Right. Okay.
Thanks to my wife and my parents, of course, but my wife. And in the beginning, I started with I don't know if you say the same thing in English, but corporate photography for
Okay. Yeah,
big,
like corporations, commercial photography type.
yeah. I have a lot. I was so lucky because I have big clients like Microsoft France, of course.
Oh, cool.
And others, Nokia, for example, or
Nice. Cool. That's good. How did you get that? How did you get that kind of work straight away?
It's a long story too,
That's good. That's why we're here. Stories are good.
because these big firms only, the communication service of these big firms only works with a few photographers, or 3, 4, 5. No, they don't need more photographers. And I had chance because one of them liked my work, my eye. I don't know how to tell that, but
That's a cool way of saying it.
he took me as a second photographer on a comment on a shoot, and the client liked my picture, and he too. So he in this time he began to have big contracts. So with five numbers, 10,000 euro for.
Right.
So every little comment he gave them to me. So
That's cool.
I just was a student, and I had. And I was paid to shoot 1,000 euro. It was perfect for me.
So did you enjoy it? Was it fun work?
Yeah,
Was it kind of like doing like headshots of people, or was it like products and things?
There is headshots, just pictures of how can I say that? The local,
okay, like, yeah,
of a room, but there is a pack shot too.
yeah,
a lot of things, but it's just comment. So it's not very fun. So I did that during 6 years, but it was boring, very boring.
yeah,
and that's why I started weddings, because in weddings you can do everything you want. So
that's so true. That is so true, isn't it? I love that, how we can do whatever we want and capture it how we want to. There's not a specific way. There's not a right way. There's not a wrong way. It's just up to us as individuals. I love that.
Yeah, there is just a few things we have to do, like the rings, the enter of the ceremony, or the outside, the exit, but everything else is just free. So
yeah. So how did you transfer from that corporate work to weddings, and how did you get your first wedding? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember very well, because when I started weddings, I didn't expect the success of that, because it began 5 years ago, in 2016.
Okay.
My wife was pregnant of my second child, my daughter Augustine, and it was summer, and in summer in France, for my corporate activity, it's very down. I don't have any activity in a summer.
Okay.
And my wife is a teacher, so during the summer we always had two months of holidays.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. and this year my wife was pregnant, so we can't move. So I started how I did that. Yeah, I build a PDF. Just a little document, a PDF with few images of some weddings of my friends. I shoot, but just like a guest, I have some shoot, because I was a photographer, so I always took my camera on weddings of my friends.
Yeah.
And I did that little document with a few images, and I posted that document in a marketplace. in a
Oh, cool.
marketplace in France.
An actual physical marketplace, not an online marketplace, an actual.
On online marketplace,
Oh, okay, cool.
And what I expected is just to have 2 or 3 weddings to have some money during this summer, and wow, it was incredible because I had 40 weddings.
Wow, 40 just from that one PDF.
Yeah, just one PDF with 4 pages. 1 page for getting ready, second for ceremonies.
Wow.
The third was for the cocktail, I think, and the last one for dance floor. And 40 weddings, low cost, of course. My first wedding, the first year, 40 weddings was just about 1,000 euros. So it was nothing.
Okay.
But I enjoyed it so much. It was very, very, very cool summer. But it was so much work. I didn't.
I bet. Yeah, that's so many.
I didn't realize because, for my corporate activity, it's just about 100 pictures is very, very big. So.
Oh, right. It's very different to each wedding.
Yeah. The quantity of pictures, it was so different in my first weddings. So I enjoyed so much, but I realized that it was a lot of work to do weddings. And then every year I increased the price of my services.
Yeah.
So first year 40, second year in 2070 80 weddings.
80.
No, 18. Sorry.
Oh, 18. Oh, right. I was going to say, wow, doubling. That would have been a lot.
Yeah. 14. Sorry, 14 first year. Yeah, 18 second year. And in 2018, it was a big year because I shoot 30 weddings.
Right. Okay.
And then I said no more 30. It's too much.
I get that.
So now I shoot between 20 and 25 weddings per year.
Same as me. That's a nice, manageable number, isn't it? That's a good number.
I think it's perfect because in 2019 I only had 15 because with 30 weddings my wife said me stop, don't
I can imagine.
don't do that anymore. So the year after I only did 15, and it was it was not enough. So I think the good number is between 20 and 25.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you in that. I think that's been a good number for me as well, because I live in Cornwall in the very southwest. I could almost wave to you actually, because Brittany is like just over the sea from Cornwall. I could, it is, isn't it?
That's so far, yeah.
But yeah, I find that's a kind of a good number for me, 20 to 25. So I travel away virtually every weekend for my weddings, just mostly virtually all within the UK. I do a couple of destinations, but I'm always traveling out of Cornwall, so I'm away 2 nights a lot of the time really for each wedding, and it adds up being away from your family so long, especially when you've got kids like you do as well.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's why I think 90% of my weddings are not so far from my house. They are all in Brittany.
Oh, that's nice.
Just a few ones outside, Brittany.
Okay, I've never been to Brittany. I need to go.
Come in.
Yeah, I'd love to. Have you been to Cornwall in England?
No, never.
It is pretty.
I have to.
Yeah, you should definitely. You're very welcome. Welcome to come over. Yeah. It is nice. I'm sure it's probably not as pretty as Brittany, but it's nice. It's nice. Man, let's change tack then. Let's change tack.
Okay.
Do you, because I've just been doing this little Netflix game recently, do you watch much Netflix or films or?
Unfortunately, no. My wife so much because in my routine, my daily routine, I work a lot during the night. because
Okay.
my kids are so noisy.
Yeah, I get that.
It's difficult before, but and so I don't watch so much Netflix. I would last series I saw was very cool. It was what The Queen's Gambit. I don't
Oh
know if
yes, I loved that. She was amazing in that. I love that.
the framing in this series is so perfect.
It was cool, wasn't it? Do you play chess?
Yeah, I love
Oh, cool.
picture.
I love it as well. I've not played in quite a while, but I love it. It is a great game.
Yeah.
Mm. I
Very
remember.
strategic. Yeah, a lot
Do
of
you still
strategy.
do you still play now? Do you play recently?
With my son, a little bit, yeah. With my son,
Oh, that's cool.
he's only 7 years, so he's learning, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I started to teach my daughter a while ago, but I kind of gave up. I need to get back into it. Mm.
Mm.
I remember my dad teaching me. It's always a very fond memory. So good. Okay, well, should we do this little Netflix game anyway? You sound like you watch a little bit. You might be
Yeah.
good. Should we try?
So let's go. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. And so I'm just going to say a synopsis of either a film or a series, and let's see if you can get what it is from the
Okay.
synopsis.
Okay.
Okay. So first one. Okay, this is a series. Okay. Inspired by the adventures of Arsène Lupin, gentleman thief Hassan Diop sets out to avenge his father for an injustice inflicted by a wealthy family.
Oh, but I don't know if this is the one I am thinking. But in France, there is a series in Netflix called Lupin.
Yes, that's it. That's
Oh.
it. Nice, straight away. Is it good? I've not seen it.
I watched it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Is it? Yeah, is it good?
Yes, yes and no.
You don't sound like you. It doesn't sound like much of a yes.
For a French series, it's good. It's good. It's a good series for a French series. But French series is very very far from the American production. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, same as a lot of British stuff is yes, not as good as a lot of the American stuff. Yeah, they're ahead of us there a bit on that, but there are some good British stuff. Yeah, and I'm sure there's loads of good French stuff as well. Have you watched Call My Agent?
No, but some friends talked about it, but I didn't watch.
Yeah, that gets good reviews. That does get good reviews. Okay, well that's good. 1 out of 1 so far, Patrick. That is good. So let's go to our second one. Okay, so this is a movie. Okay, this is a hint. Okay. When Bella Swan moves in with her father, she starts school and meets Edward, a mysterious classmate who reveals himself to be a 108-year-old vampire.
Oh, so it's a movie about a vampire?
It is, yeah. It's quite an old movie, probably 10, 12 years old, maybe.
Oh.
It's for like a teenage kind of audience based on a series of novels as well.
I don't have it.
It's okay, but it is quite an old one. So what else we kind of semi-named my daughter after the lead character, Bella, actually. But that won't help you get what it is. I can't think of the name of the male actor. He was kind of a heartthrob. Anyway, shall I tell you what it is?
I think it's a Twilight. No?
Yes, that's it. Nice.
Twilight. Okay, yeah.
Good one. Have you seen that?
I know it because when I started to do slideshows for my clients. In the beginning, I choose the goal was just to make them cry, But so I chose at the beginning for the music, for the sound, the music of their ceremony, and in the first year, a lot of brides choose the music of Twilight. It's so cheesy.
Oh, cool. That's funny.
That's why I stopped to choose this the music of ceremonies of my bride, because it's so cheesy, you know.
That's funny. Oh, that's cool. Are slideshows things that you always do? Are they a big
Yeah.
part of your service?
For every weddings, and even for every pre-wedding shoot,
Oh, cool.
because how can I say that? It's my unique seller proposition. You know, when I show a slideshow for my couples, okay, I want you, Patrick.
Oh, cool. It worked.
You are my photographer. So it has an impact, a very big impact. And so
That's
I
cool.
always do slideshows. Yeah, but now I choose the music my own music. Yeah.
Oh, cool. That must make it easier. That must make it easier.
Yeah.
What piece of software do you use to make your slideshows?
Adobe Premiere. So
Right. Okay.
It's very easy to do with that. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I think people would be really interested to hear about that. You know, I don't do slideshows. I should do it, shouldn't I? I don't do them.
Yeah, because when you have sounds with images, it is another dimension for when the couple discovers the image.
No, I do agree. I made one. I've done a couple of just kind of like my best of in a slideshows, but I don't make them specific for each wedding. I remember when one of my first ever clients came round and I had a slideshow, and I watched the slideshow with them in my office, and I felt it so embarrassing watching my own work on this with my client, with potential clients there. I was like, oh, it's so awkward. So but anyway, okay, let's get, you've done 2 out of 2, Patrick, which is really good. So you ready for your final Netflix question?
I will try.
Okay, you're doing great. Okay, so this one is a series. Okay, it's an American series. Okay, suddenly broke, the formerly filthy rich Rose family is reduced to living in a ramshackle motel in a town they once bought as a joke.
Oh, what is that?
It's quite a recent. It's quite recent. It just ended on Netflix last year. It had 5 seasons.
Okay.
It's a comedy.
It's a comedy.
It's got what's the name of the actress? Oh, I always the mom in. Have you seen Home Alone?
Oh, Bates Motel? No.
Oh, it's no. That's I think that's a scary psycho type thing. I think this is more of a comedy thing.
Okay, yeah, because Bates is weird. Yeah, yes. It's a comedy.
Have you? I don't know how to describe it. It's quite funny. It's pretty good. Have you seen Home Alone, the film?
No.
You've never seen Home Alone, really, with Macaulay Culkin?
What's Home Alone?
Is that the old Christmas film with Macaulay Culkin in? When
See. Yeah.
Cool. So he
did not have the original name because I'm thinking in French. Home Alone.
Yeah. What's it called in French?
In French, it's it's Mommy. I have Maman, j'ai raté l'avion. Mommy, I lost the plane. I don't have take the plane.
Really? Oh, that's funny.
It's a name so weird. Yeah.
That's really different to Home Alone. Actually, is that? Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? The translation. But the actress in this series I'm talking about is the mom in Home Alone. So that's no. I think I'm just going to tell you this one, Patrick. I'm going to tell you this one.
Tell me, because I don't have.
It's Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek. Schitt's like.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. That's funny, yeah.
I know, very strange name, but it's good. It's good. You should watch it. It's fun.
Schitt's Creek. I'm looking.
Yeah, it's spelled SCHITT.
Yeah, I have it. Schitt's Creek.
It's good. Add it to your watch list.
I didn't see that. Yeah, because okay.
Yeah, add it to your watch list. It's good. It's good. Awesome. You did 2 out of 3. That's really good. Really good, Patrick. Good stuff. Okay, Patrick. Let's go back to your photography and something I read on your training page, which I love your training page, by the way. I love how you go against the typical, like, I'll triple your turnover approach. I think that's really, really cool. But you wrote on there that you've done 172 hours of exchanges with 84 colleagues thanks to Skype and Zoom interviews, which sounds amazing. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, because it was during the first lockdown here in France, and we had 3 months. 3 months, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I saw an invitation of a colleague, of a friend called I don't know if you know him, Eric René Benoit.
Oh yes, yeah.
And Eric René proposed to do sites review, but just site reviews.
Okay.
During the lockdown for few people, and when I read that, I was thinking, oh, it's a cool idea, but why to just propose 3 subjects, not just sites review, mm-hmm. and why to limitate the numbers of people. So I proposed that. In the beginning, I expected just not know 15 or 20 people, and wow, there was so much colleagues interested by that.
So did you just put like a public Facebook comment out saying, "Hey, anybody who wants to"?
Yeah, just a public. It was just a public Facebook post, yeah, and finally, more than 80 colleagues. It was so. Wow. So it's so interesting experience, because most of them I had never met them before.
Right, sure.
Met them before, so it was a very good discovering. Yeah.
That's really cool, man. That's so kind as well. Yeah. That's so lovely.
And it was so strange because when I proposed that, I was thinking people will ask me to have a folio review, to have an expertise about their images, because in France I have a little my little visibility is just about contest, mm-hmm. So I was thinking people will expect that, but finally just few colleagues told me to have images review. Most of them it was questions about the marketing or the commercial aspect of our job. How to have clients, how to increase their prices, or mm-hmm. very far from images expertise. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, they must know that you're just, you are knowledgeable about all sorts of areas, and yeah, that's great. Were you nervous, because as you say, you'd never met a lot of these people? Were you nervous about, talking to them for the first time and things? Or?
No, really not. Yeah, because cool. I love to. I did a lot of workshops, and so I have I know a lot of colleagues, of course. So and I like that. I like to share and to discuss with colleagues. So it was a nice experience to discover new persons.
Oh yeah, that's such a cool thing, man. It's such a lovely thing that you did there. I think that's really magic. It must have been a lot of work though, and I think I read on your training page how your wife said, maybe you should get some money for doing all this kind of.
She hates me, 8 months after, she hates me because with all this. With all these demands, I had to put 2 slots per day because there were so much people. So one slot was during the the evening, one at one at 3 p.m. and the other one at 9 p.m. So during three months, my wife didn't see me any evening because I was in front of my Skype, my laptop.
Oh man, yeah, that's tough.
So
I know. And my wife would be saying, "You're doing all that work, but you're not getting any money, Alan. What's going on?"
She did. She told me that. So that's why I began. I started mentoring after that because I told my wife, okay, I will do the same thing, but with with money.
I understand. Totally understand. I totally understand. Oh, but that's cool. That's so cool, man. Really, really cool. And anyone again who's listening now, I'll link to Patrick's training page. So if you're interested in, so you do mentoring now, do you? And were you going to do an actual in-person workshop in February? Did you do that, or was it able to go?
Yeah, I did that. I did that. It was so. It was my first one. And so it was so interesting because I have done the choice to have very few attendees, because I've done a lot of workshops, as I said, and each time, for most of them, the problem, it's not really a problem, but it depends of expectation of each one, of course. But most of the time, there is 10 or 12 attendees, and the numbers of attendees doesn't allow to have another thing that just to hear the mentor. So the mentor doesn't have an interest for each of the attendees. So so it could be a problem. So I've done the choice to have very few attendees to share about their own business and not mine, not only mine.
Okay, yeah, much more of a kind of like personal attention.
Yeah,
able to give
it's like
them.
a one-to-one. It's like a mentoring, but with others colleagues to have a dynamic of a group.
Good idea. Yeah. How many attendees was it then?
There was just three.
That's
Four,
nice.
Four was expected, but one of them have to cancel the very few days before. But
okay.
we only were three, four with me, and it was so good experience.
That's cool, man. That sounds really, really good. Really good. Will you do more in the future, do you think?
Yeah, I think one per year, because in this workshop, the idea is to have during the three days together is just to talk about the business of each other, and then during all the year there is 10 hours of mentoring individually to have the following. I don't know if we can say that, to follow them, each one of them.
Okay.
So I can't do more than one per year, I think. So yeah.
Right. Okay. No, it sounds great, man. Really, really, really cool. And as I say, when I was listening, I'll include a link through to your training page there as well. So head to thisreportage.com to see that. Let's change tack again, slightly, Patrick. Let's change tack again. Okay. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say what makes you happy?
My children, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's lovely. That's a lovely answer.
Yeah, because it's funny because my first my son Vincent,
cool.
when he was born, when he was born, the first thing people said about him was, oh, he is so beautiful. It's a beautiful baby because all babies are not beautiful. And Vincent was so beautiful. And when my daughter was born, Augustine, all people said, "Oh, she's so funny," because my Augustine is a very funny girl because my son is, he's smart. He liked numbers and letters very young, and my daughter Augustine is a little bit awkward.
Okay.
She's not very smart, but she's so funny. She's very funny. So yeah,
Oh.
my children, of course.
Oh, that's lovely, lovely, man. It's great how they can be so different, isn't it? My two kids, I've got a son and a daughter as well, and they're very different. It's magic to see. I love that.
Yeah, because they have the same education, so it's
It's true. Yeah. Oh, very lovely. And it's lovely how your children make you happy. Yeah, very cool. And that's one good thing for me. I agree. And one of the greatest things about being a wedding photographer for me was that I was able to be with my kids a lot more in the daytime. Before they went to school, a lot of dads will be out at work 9 to 5, but I was able to be with them, and I love that. I'm very lucky to have that.
Yeah, but it's a paradox because when I started photography, professional photography, 11 years ago, the 6 first years I did only corporate activity. It was perfect because I only worked 1 or 2 months per year, and it was enough to have money for all the year.
Wow, that is good. That is good.
I had 10 months of holidays,
That does sound good.
and it was perfect because when I started that was I was expecting, because I wanted to be a father with a lot of time to my kids, and this job allowed that, but it was so boring, as I said. And when I started wedding photography, it becomes the contrary. Now I only have 1 month of holiday per year because it takes a lot of time to do wedding photography for me, because I am really I'm not efficient in in editing and post treatment. So the paradox is, I started photography to have time to my kids, and now I don't have enough time for them. So I have to adjust that in the future. But
Okay, yeah.
But it is my priority. But I don't succeed in that for the moment, I think. But
but you will, I'm sure. Yeah, you will. It's interesting that you're saying that, though. It is, and it is a paradox. I get that. But at least now as well, you're doing a job which is so much more kind of rewarding and creatively fulfilling for you, which is so important in life.
Yeah, for me, it's important. Yeah.
No, I agree totally. It's vital. It's vital. Patrick, what advice? And that leads me on to this question quite well, actually. I think what advice, if any, would you give for people who have been shooting for, maybe some years now, quite a few years, maybe, 3, 4, 5 years or longer, and maybe they're not happy with their work or where their career has taken them, or they just feel they're in a bit of a creative rut? Would you have any kind of thoughts or advice for them?
Oh, yeah, of course. I think I have two advice. First, it is to see and analyze pictures we like.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's creative ones, or maybe because I don't know. There is so many reasons, but I don't know if we can say this word in English. Bulimic. I love to watch a lot of images. You know, each contest, I saw every single images.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
I have a lot of friends who do contest, and they just look if their name is in the list, and if it's not, well, okay, they don't see anything. But I watch every image because it's very inspiring for me. Not to copy, of course, but just to understand, and to analyze. So my first advice is to analyze, and
That's very cool.
the second one is to learn. So with workshop, it's one way, but there is another way. But just to learn, because by learning, or just to do a second shooter in every year, 2 times per year, I am a second shooter for a colleague.
Oh, that's cool.
Because you can see another way to work. So it's very it opens your eyes in the activity, the diversity in the activity. Yeah.
I think that's really great. Both bits of really great advice there for when people are kind of stuck or not happy with their work. That's really great, Patrick. That's really cool. And one thing you mentioned there was the awards, and you've had loads of success with lots of different award bodies, not just Reportage, which is awesome. So I was going to ask you anyway. So for you personally, what are your personal reasons for submitting? What are the benefits for you?
When I started 3 years ago contest to win awards, it was for only one goal. It was to develop the learning, to sell workshop mentoring. It was only for that, because I think to have awards gives you, it's one way to have visibility, to have a legitimacy in the industry. So it was only for that, not for the ego, or for the recognition of our colleagues, but just to have it was just a medium among others, but to have visibility. Yeah, and that was my only goal when I started, and that's why last year in 2020, I participate in so much different contests, just to test them. This year I reduced a lot, and only conserve the one I love. So this is Reportage, of course.
And I've not paid you. I've not paid Patrick to say that.
So that was but do you know it's the same. There is a paradox with awards, because when I started, I wonder if awards have any impact for our clients, or for our future clients, because of course for clients, old clients, they are all happy to see their images awarded. But to senior, to have new clients, in the beginning when I started a contest, I was thinking that, wow, it's just bullshit. It's not really interesting to have new clients. And when I published in my website a page about awards in more than 1 year, it was in October 2019, and it's really strange, because after that I had no rendezvous, no meeting with my future clients, without the fact that the couple talked to me about the awards. So it was
they were all mentioning them.
Everyone. It's so strange. So I've changed my mind about that. I see that it is a way to to have new clients too. It depends only of how you communicate about the awards. Just
true.
that.
Well, I think that's really interesting, Patrick, to hear your opinions about it. And obviously, I think people would expect me, because obviously running Reportage, to be very pro awards. And I really do obviously see the good side. But I understand also in our industry, it's a very subjective thing. You know, some people like them, some people don't. And it's all, you know, it's all just very interesting to hear people's opinions. I'm similar with you, you know, when I submitted to things. And now a lot of the time when clients inquire with me, they will say because of a certain award or a certain kind of list that they found me on. So I just know it practically works for me, and I think it helps build trust in you. You know, when people. Oh, sorry, you gone. Yeah.
And no, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I just think, you know, with wedding photography or any photography, their images don't exist yet. So there has, you know, if there's an award that kind of helps legitimize you, as you say, or give you some kind of trust in their eyes, you know, that all helps as well. But I'm like you as well. Sorry, I know it's not about me, but I love the way that you said, you know, you.
No, but I totally agree. Yeah, with you. And I'm thinking about one thing. You know Benjamin Brett, a friend.
Oh yes, yeah.
One of my friend. It is one of the French who succeed a lot in contests. Like William Lambert or Frank Bonnet. And Benjamin said one thing. I'm totally agree with him. The awards, our best images, our awarded images, the clients they don't choose me to have these images, but when we show these images, it means that our medium level will be better than others.
That's a good way of putting it, isn't it? That's true. That's a good way. Yeah, very true. Very cool. I'm really enjoying this, Patrick, talking to you. I've got a big smile on my face. It's really cool.
Me too.
I can hear it. It's cool. Patrick, what is the most bizarre or funniest or strangest thing that you've ever seen at a wedding?
I don't have bizarre situation in my weddings. I'm not like Alison Jones. She had so weird brides and grooms. Mine are very normal, very. So I don't have any bizarre things or situation in my weddings.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Maybe the most was when I follow my bride during in toilets.
Okay.
for being, you know, but it's just that because I don't have any weird situation. Yeah.
Okay. Was she happy with you doing that? Was that all okay?
Yeah, it was okay because we are not alone. There were two girls with us, so it was not.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Problematic for the group, you know.
That's funny. And Patrick, okay, which part of a wedding do you enjoy capturing the most? Do you have a favorite part of the day that you know?
Yeah, I don't know because I don't think I have a preferred moment.
You like it all? That's good.
No,
like it.
You know, there is a paradox with that too, because when I started weddings, there was one moment I hated. It was the couple pictures of couple couple session, because it was so difficult because the couple they have expectation. You have to propose things. So for me, it was very difficult because when I started, when I liked in the wedding photography, is to be a little little rats, nobody can see.
Oh yeah, so we say in English terms like a fly on the wall type thing.
Yeah,
Like,
so flying on the wall, and the moment of session couple, you have to propose things. So it was difficult for me, and now for 5 years after, it is one of the moments I prefer. So it's
that's
so
interesting.
strange. Yeah, it's interesting, but
Why do you think that changed? That
I think because I understood that that but it's my vision. It's only my vision, but I understood that a good photographer in wedding is not the invisible one, the one who nobody can see. I think the extreme contrary. I think the good photographer is the one who is among the guests. He's one guest. People have to see him, and that's why I love wide angles, and I work a lot with my 24 millimeters. It is my preferred focal, and yeah, I think so. To answer your question, I think the moment I prefer is just the in between moments, but they are all the time. It's not just during a getting ready or ceremony. In between moments, you can find them every time. So
that's cool. I read that on your website as well. Your love of the in-between moments. I think that's
really one of my top. I think my top three inspirational colleagues in the industry is Dominic and
Liam.
Dominic and Liam, the show, Dominic show and Liam show, because I love so much their work. It's in the in between moments, for me they are the best in the industry.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they're great on their York Place studios, and and on listening now, Dominique and Liam have both been on the podcast before as well, so you can listen to them on here, and both great speakers, great photographers as well. Yeah, that's cool, man. Honestly, this has been so much fun talking to you. It's been like almost an hour, Patrick, already. It's flown by.
Yeah, already. Yeah,
I know. So I'm going to just do one final question, if that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, a big one, quite a big one, and I want to hear. I want to hear from you about this, so I'm going to ask it.
This is the last one now.
Yeah, last one now. Last question now. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Nice. No one's done that before. I miss those drum rolls. That's good. Okay, Patrick. What would be your top tips to help someone become better at the documentary side, specifically of wedding photography? What would be your top tips?
The top tips.
It's a big one. I know. It's a big question.
It feels a lot of pressure.
I know.
No, I think it's like for. I already answered, but it's just to learn. With the better ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a big thing. Have you been to many do you prefer, I guess from what you're talking about with workshops and smaller number of attendees, you personally prefer smaller workshops rather than, say, conferences? Have you been to many conferences?
Yeah, I think it just, I think conferences is very interesting to have just inspiration, because it's like, I don't know if you have that in England, but when I was young, I have a card to go to the cinema, unlimited.
Oh yes, yeah.
So when I was young, I went to cinema to watch one movie, just one, and with my unlimited card, when after the movie. Oh, I saw another. Okay, let's do. Okay, let's go. And conference is the same thing. You go to conferences to hear one or two colleagues you admire, but you have a lot of good surprises with the others. So it's good to have inspiration. And in a workshop, it's a totally different expectation. You go in a workshop to learn with one or two to mentors. So it's important to do both of them, I think. Yeah.
That's cool.
I do both of them. So
Cool. No, very cool. I love you. I've never thought of that. I think that's such a great description of conferences being like an unlimited cinema card. I think that's really true. Yeah, that's great. I had one of those for a while as well. They're great, aren't they? Do they still do them? I don't know. There's some great.
And I would love to go to say the gathering on 9 Dots.
Oh yeah, I've been every year. That's really good, man. Really
I think I will go to one when COVID will be.
Come to Doc Day as well. Doc Day. I mean, that was so good last year, and that's going to be in Dublin in 2022 again, and that should be really good. Oh, and York Play Studios talking there.
Yeah, I have to do that. And of course, the one thing I want to do is to go to the tier party. You know.
Oh yeah, it'd be so cool to see you and meet you
next
there.
one I will be there. You know.
Oh, that'd be great, man. That would be so good. We're definitely, we've got to do one this year. I think we've got to. I'm going to try anyway. We'll try.
So I'll be there.
Oh, that'd be super, man. That'd be so good to meet you. Oh, and Patrick, so thank you so much for talking to me today. It was just, you were so great, so interesting. You have so many great bits of stories and advice. I love that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And just sorry for everybody to my bad English.
No, don't be daft. Your English is great. So good. Honestly, I can't believe that you're doing an interview with someone in a different language. I think it's amazing. It really is. So much respect. As I said, anyone listening now, anyone listen? I can't even talk. You see, I'm English. I can't even talk. Anyone listening now, head to thisreportage.com. I'll include a link through to Patrick's site and info about his training and that specific reportage award you spoke about earlier as well, man. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you at the TIR Christmas party this year. That would be great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. We deserve a party. We do. Well, the whole world does, but I can't wait. That would be great. And it'd just be so good to meet you, dude. It'd be really cool.
Thank you, Alan.
Well, I hope you have a good 2021. I hope you stay safe. And yeah, thanks so much again, Patrick.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Alan.
You've been listening to the 73rd episode of the This is Reportage podcast. Love chatting to Patrick. Hope you enjoyed listening too. Head to thisisreportage.com for a link through to his website and to see the specific reportage award that he spoke about on the episode too. We have lots more episodes of the podcast available where we speak to wedding and family photographers from all over the world, delve into our back catalogue to hear from the likes of Adam Johnson, Pedro Villela, Rowena Meadows, Nicole Esteras, Elena Herrelabaki, Eve Scheppers, Jill Striefland, Walter Antunes, Christian Levin, and many, many more. If you're not yet a member of This Reportage or This Reportage family, check out all the benefits of joining us, including an unlimited number of images on your profile, 60 individual award and 18 story award entries per year, invites to our physical meetups and parties, exclusive discounts, hours of educational videos featuring tips and advice from some of the world's best photographers, and much more too. Submissions are open now for our next award collections. The deadline is the same for both our wedding site and our family site. Submit by 23:59 BST on 24th of May 2021. No poses, nothing staged. This is Reportage. And this is bye for now.